before we get into the questions, give me an idea of who Sanjay is. What do you do? Where do you live? Where are you from? And just a little background on who you are.
I live in Oxford. I'm 34, I'll be 35 in August. I was working building minis at the mini factory. Start a new job tomorrow doing some driving work. A father or two, they both train jiu-jitsu and enter competitions and stuff, so they're quite bang on their training as well. Married, and that's it. DJ as a side job as well, which is something I enjoy doing. Other than that, in my spare time, I'm just training mainly or just chilling at home. Meet friends every now and again.
I don't know, you made it seem like it's not a lot, but after work, dinner with the kids, your second job DJing, that's like enough to keep people's diaries packed anyway. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's quite a lot. So thank you for the background, and definitely gives me. I didn't know your both of your kids do jiu-jitsu, so that's interesting.
yeah. I think the older one's just started gym with me last week. He turned 14.
Nice. So what? He's in the gym with you?
Yeah, like 2, 3 days a week, just because he has to be supervised until he's 16. So he'll just come train, do some light weights, and then go jujitsu. So
Nice, man. Starting him early in the gym.
yeah.
Good, 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 good to hear. Um, cool. So I want to start off with the start of your transformation journey. So the very beginning. I believe you sent me a picture when you was 84 kilos.
I think it's about 88.
88, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Closer to 90 at that point.
Wow. Okay, cool. So close to where I am right now, except probably a different build. I'd hope so for my sake anyway. But could you tell me how things were about training, nutrition, where you was at before you started your fitness journey?
I think at that point I was just winging it. I didn't really have a solid plan, not eating. I'll say half and half. And then I'll probably drink a couple of beers on the weekends, get a kebab, and then think I'll try burn it off in the week. Obviously, no solid structure, any training program. Wasn't really doing too much cardio either. Come on, what was the rest of the question?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get a picture of what Sanjay was like before he started his fitness
Yeah.
journey. So, what would you say is like what got you into the position where you were when you were like 90? What are you doing with your obviously you might not have been training, you probably had bad eating habits. So, what got
Yeah.
you into that position?
A lot of it was eating out of stress. I would just comfort eat if I was feeling annoyed. I mean, if I was going to DJ locally, I'd have a couple of drinks as well. That was probably on a Friday and Saturday night. To be honest, not looking after myself too much and then just trying to go gym just because it was something to do.
It sounded like a bit of carelessness when it came to your nutrition and
Yeah,
some triggers in the form of stress, which is something which I think everybody has a certain trigger or a way of dealing with stress. So
yeah.
let's go back to what was the trigger point? Because obviously you was gaining weight over time. What was the point which made you think, shit, I need to sort something out? And then you started obviously working towards fat loss. Was there any specific moment?
I think just looking at myself in the mirror, not really happy with what I saw. From there, I was kind of trying carnivore diet and a few other things, but I would lose the weight. I'll get weaker training as well, but then I'd kind of yo-yo straight back up. So it didn't really work. I think some of that stuff wasn't sustainable long term.
Carnivores, I mean, you see shredded people online preach it, and I'm sure in some cases a carnivore diet's like perfectly fine, but like you said, when it's the first method to losing weight and there's no kind of like underlying knowledge around nutrition, it can be something where you can see progress in the short term, but
Yeah.
not the long term. So the initial moment was, did you say you was just looking in the mirror and was just like, I needed to sort my shit out?
Yeah.
At what point, because I know obviously you signed up to the program, but like at what point did you feel like, right, I need help because things aren't working the way that I'm doing it?
I mean, I was doing that for about, well, keep yo-yoing and trying different things for about a year.
Mm.
I see my cousin had trained with you and I see his results were good and he was in probably best shape I've ever seen him. Gave me your details. I thought I'll just reach out and then
Mm.
things just progressed from there.
I'm interested to know actually, back onto the carnivore diet. what specific like challenges? I know you said you were doing the carnivore diet before, but what challenges were you facing when you was obviously trying this? Was it a case of you wasn't enjoying it, it was too restrictive, or yeah, give me an idea of how you struggled to lose weight before.
Yeah, I think it was too restrictive, and I think growing up with Indian food and my wife's Italian, obviously I eat a lot of pasta and
It's a
rice and
recipe for
stuff. So
disaster.
yeah,
Literally.
um, yeah. So I mean, I was missing carbs. Felt too restricted, and it was literally eggs and red meats every day,
Mm.
which got boring as well.
Did you use one of those wooden boards as well?
No.
That seems to be the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Before you signed up, because obviously you only knew me through Ricky, did you have any reservations when it came to like joining the program? Was it like, will it work for me? Or I don't know, like, was there any kind of like hesitations before you signed up?
Price was probably was expecting it. Well, I wasn't expecting it, but I
Mhm.
thought a bit pricey. But I don't know. As I've done it now, it was worth it. I mean, I've learned a lot and in the best shape of my life now.
So do you still think it's worth being in the best shape of your life looking back?
Yeah. And I
Good.
remember one guy telling me you can't put a price on health. So
Where would you have gone, or what would have happened if you didn't make that commitment and make that jump into the deep end and sign up?
probably just keep trying different things. Yeah, probably going back and forth with carnivore or probably just different fad diets, which probably just weight would shoot back up after it's over.
Moving on to the actual program itself, what would you say, what were the like the biggest changes you'd seen or you'd made when you came into the process? What was the kind of like the aha moments that made the biggest differences for you?
I feel it's just not to overcomplicate things.
Mm.
I mean, what you taught was simple to follow and it wasn't overcomplicated. For everything you like the workouts and diet stuff worked perfectly for me. I would say stuff like working around going to weddings and family functions and that sort of stuff as well. To kind of work around eating or maybe just having one or two drinks there.
And was there any specific strategies or aspects of the program that you found like most beneficial?
That video on identity as well. And there was one thing in there about self-sabotaging, which resonated with me quite a lot. And that was always one thing I was doing. That's why I was always shooting back up in weight.
Yeah, t tell me more about that because I think that's obviously you said that you've never really seen that anywhere else, but I feel like it really hit the spot. So yeah, could you give me like a yeah, what was your biggest insight? What was your biggest takeaway? I know you said self-sabotage, but is there any kind of like else you learned around that particular subject? Because it's so important, I believe.
Everyone has a bad day or gets stressed out. It's just the way you handle it. I mean, before I'll probably have like, say, one or two chocolates or something. I could have probably stopped there, but then I'd think I've just ruined my whole day eating those. So I'll probably just keep binge eating. I mean, with that self-sabotage, that resonated with me quite a lot. And obviously with the identity thing, probably just the fact of believing in yourself and having that self-belief and kind of knowing who you are, self-sabotaging. There's always going to be that voice in your head, which is like the old version of you. And I think now, after being with you for nearly a year, I feel like I'm at a sort of new version of myself.
Good, good, good. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, man. Because the whole reason why that's up there for my clients is because I 100% felt for the same. I went through similar challenges. You go through thinking that, okay, positive mindset, you're feeling motivated, and that's going to be like it the whole way. However, your thoughts can act against you. It's there for like a reason. It thinks it's keeping you safe. It wants to keep you comfortable and all of those kind of things. But it's important to create that gap in your mind, like that even if a thought says, eat more food, that doesn't necessarily mean you need to eat more food, right?
And even now, still like where I've been on say 1,500 and 1,700 calories, even now, like 19 still feels like quite a lot for me.
Oh, nice.
Carbs wise anyway, so I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because even before, when you was on carnivore, you was on like no carbs, and now like
Yeah,
it's only going up for here. We're probably going to take it up tomorrow, and you're checking tomorrow. So yeah, man, better feed up.
yeah.
I know you're a very busy guy. Like you said, you're working, you're dealing with your kids, you are DJing. So, how did you make training and nutrition work around those things?
To be honest, I had a lot of help from my wife. She would help make my food for work. Training, I could kind of work around when my kids train jujitsu. It's literally next door to the gym. So when they went training, I'd train the same time. And by the time we're home, cook. The older one's starting to eat same sort of stuff as me now. Just I think he's seen my before and after pictures, and I think I think it's motivated him. And obviously, I want to lead by example as well. So
That's beautiful to hear, man, and I'm so happy. I'm sure. I don't know. Was you aware of that before? I'm sure you've always thought like I want to be the best dad. I want to be the best version of myself. But was there any part of you before you started this journey that thought that you getting into the shape that you are now would positively influence your kids? It would get them into the gym or get them eating healthy.
to be honest, not really, because I mean, I thought he might think he's doing enough just training jujitsu now, and that's it. But
Mm.
I know he's quite a lot into anime. I don't know if you know Attack on Titan.
What was it? Sorry.
He's quite a lot into animes. And there's one called Attack on Titan. Like the main character, when he turns into a Titan, he's got a proper shredded back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when he saw my pictures, he was saying I remind him of a Titan.
Oh man, that's so
I was
sick. I
like,
bet he was,
that's the biggest compliment I've got.
yeah, wow. That's sick. I bet you was well happy with that, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've never been compared to an anime character, but
Yeah.
mate, props to you, man. And I know you sent me a picture of that, your back, so I fully understand. I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. I need to check out this guy. You mentioned you touched upon some important aspects, mate, because I think you said them very lightly and not really understanding how important they are. Because I think a lot of people go into the process without an unsupportive with an unsupportive partner.
Yeah.
Um, they have to cater around their kids because their kids don't want to see any changes, and they're like, "Oh, I can't cook different to my wife and to my kids, and we're cooking three different things." But a way to get around that is by accepting the fact that you're eating healthy, and
Yeah.
all of your family members can eat just as healthy, and yeah, the importance of having a supportive wife there to help you out,
I mean,
hugely.
that's what it was like when I first started. It was like two, three different meals being cooked. So it was a bit chaotic to
Yeah.
begin with, but then I think everyone's just started to eat the same stuff.
How did that happen? Was it just a case of, oh, we can't keep eating different stuff. I'll just eat whatever you're eating.
I think even my wife,
Hmm.
she's trying to get in shape as well for summer. I think she just wants to slim down a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, she's been eating similar foods to me. Obviously, my son now, he used to eat like, I don't know, just like noodles and stuff after school. But now with his training, he'll eat like, I don't know, say chicken or eggs or something like that he knows will help him. I think he's seen a difference between eating clean or eating like proper foods compared to eating junk before training. So I think, yeah, I mean, that's all kind of influenced them without me realizing or intending to. So
Yeah, man, it's good. This is good. When you force yourself to transform like this, people around you can't help but make similar changes as well.
yeah.
Logistically, it just makes it easier, but at the same time, like when they start seeing the benefits, they're like, okay, he's probably onto something. Is your wife is part of the reason why she's getting in shape because of you, or is it something she does every summer just to tone up and things like that?
I think before it was just kind of every summer, but
Okay.
now I think it's just seeing my results as well.
Oh, good for her. And your son, of course.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Love that. I want to speak about, I know you've highlighted some of the benefits, but I just wanted to cover them again. What were some of the most significant changes you've seen over the last year or so, or since we've been working together? It could be like mentally, it could be obviously the transformation will speak for itself.
I think cravings. I
Okay.
don't really crave like as much chocolates or stuff like that anymore. I think the way I've been eating and stuff for the past year now seems like just second nature now, just doing it without thinking. I think another thing would be probably, would say my mindset.
Okay.
Obviously, well, I said before, I'd self-sabotage. I know that's happened a couple of times while I've been with you,
Mm.
especially at the start. But yeah, I think now and then seeing like the before and after pictures has kind of just motivated me even more. So
I think it's important to realize that if you've been like self-sabotaging for years, it's not really that easy just to flick off,
yeah.
switch on like that. Yeah, so you are gonna obviously while you're going for it, you're going to struggle to get yourself to stop doing it. How have you stopped that? Are you not getting the same thoughts, or have you got better control, or how do you reckon you stop that?
I think at the start it was just having better control. I was still having the same thoughts, but just managing them and controlling it better. Now, say, rarely have those sort of thoughts to self-sabotage now.
Nice, 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 nice. That's beautiful. Purely
Mm.
because you had to go through that sticking point where you just had to ignore the thoughts or let them be and behave differently. And I think a
Yeah,
lot of people can get a really important lesson in that. It's not like you fighting yourself for the rest of your life. It's understanding that they don't need to be in control, and then they just become, you just don't even, they don't even bother you because they're not relevant anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, interesting. And you mentioned cravings there, and you did speak about stress eating before. I don't know, is that a similar thing? Is that something you just learn over time to deal with?
Yeah, I think the same sort of thing. I would say if I was stress eating before, then I'll be craving like crisps and chocolates and that sort of stuff. Obviously now I'm better managed with it. Even then, I don't really get much cravings to eat stuff like that.
Good work. Good work with that. So I think you've touched on it before, but like, how would you say that your transformation has impacted other areas of your life, if it has?
I would say with the family. Some people that was commenting first, oh, you've got too skinny and stuff. I've had one of them now asking me to help him. So, I
So it
don't
goes.
know. Yeah, I think, I don't know, after seeing the pictures and stuff, because I did send them now, got a few people asking me to help them out. So,
Yeah, silence the haters, man.
yeah.
Yeah, so at
That's
first,
one thing that motivated me as well.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man, for sure. That's what they do. They yap when it
Yeah.
happens. When it's done, they're like, okay, well, how did you do that? Tell me how. I want to understand how you feel. Could you describe to me? Is there any contrast or any difference between how you feel about yourself when you started, the 88 kilos, when you started your journey, and how you feel now? What are the changes?
Mindset is stronger. I think just managing emotions and stuff
Mhm.
way better. Motivation's better. Even certain things like trying to study for something, I'm more driven to do that now. So I've started doing a bit more studying and everything. Yes, even like brain seems to be working better now. Yeah, I think just stuff like that. Looking in better shape as well. I feel better moods all the time. I don't need to look into the mirror and feel down about myself and not like what I see. So yeah, I'm happy at the moment in all aspects. So
Good, 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 good. Love that, mate. And last couple of questions. What would you say from, I know we've spoken again about some of the things that you might have benefited from, but what would you say are the biggest lessons or insights that you've gained from this journey?
probably not to overcomplicate things. I think a lot of things I've gained have been probably more mentally than physically. Obviously I've got to where I wanted to look. I've been a positive change for family members, certain friends now. Say things like studying,
Mm.
like my brain seems to be working better, mood, just managing things like stress eating and cravings and all that sort of stuff.
I'm interested to know, now that you've obviously done the fat loss phase and we've reversed your diet for a couple of weeks, what's your future goals?
So probably just to get stronger, so put on a bit of size, clean. Uh,
Not like before.
yeah,
Make that clear. Muscle, you mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's it. And then just like obviously I've yo-yoed before because I never knew or understood a reverse diet. So I think now with the reverse diet would give me a bit more flexibility.
Would you recommend this program to others? And if so, why?
Yeah, you learn more than you think you would. When I started, I thought it was just going to be just a workout plan, a meal plan, and that was it. With the weekly check-ins, I've had you like, even if I needed to message you on a weekend, communication's always 10 out of 10. I know some coaches aren't really as easy to reach, or they're not so driven to like be on your back and make sure you're doing what needs to be done and kind of they're not showing so much interest, if that makes sense. Other things like the identity part, see some bits of that I felt didn't apply to me, but some did resonate with me and kind of like, hit a spot with me and kind of made me change more than I thought I would. Another reason I would say is I feel like a better version of myself now. And I feel like that's the version I'm going to carry forward and keep. progressing on.
Nice, man. Thank you. And thank you for gassing me up as well. I appreciate that. That was my intention, but it's a hard not to with a question like that. No, but no, I appreciate it, mate. Just from hearing those things, I've got a really good understanding of the whole picture of your transformation journey, as well as the actual pictures itself. So, mate, I just got to say congrats on what you've done. Like, you're literally the epitome of transcend and what it means to go through the journey and become that version of yourself. So you've fucking smashed it, mate. So thank you for being such a good client and just grabbing the balls by the horns. And I'm so happy for you and look forward to what you do in the future, man.